Hey YouTube, it's Erin, and I would like to welcome you to my Luxury Closet 529, a place where not everything is luxurious, but a lot of it is luxurious to me, and here I like to share some of those luxuries with you. Recently, I've gotten a new puppy, and life has become very busy, not only because of her, but also because of high school basketball. So I haven't been around much, but I am back for a Louis Vuitton unboxing fail. Now, I know it's a fail because I've already unboxed it. I've done some research so that I can share all of the details with you in case you are looking at getting one of these on the pre-love market. You may notice that I'm wearing red and gold in support of the Kansas City Chiefs. You might not see this video till after we know whether they won or not, because I'm not sure I'll get it edited today, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. I am crossing my fingers that they do win. I love the Chiefs. So the unboxing slash reveal of the day is in this Louis Vuitton bag. And it is an older Louis Vuitton bag because the bag inside is from 2015. And I found it on Yugi's Closet. But before I found this one, I had found the exact same bag on eBay, and I ordered it. It arrived to my house. Well, it didn't arrive to my house. I went and picked it up at the UPS store, opened it in my car with the skylight open, and discovered lots of damage. And I'll get into that after I show you what bag it is we're talking about. So without further ado, let's check out what Yugi's Closet sent me. This is the Mazarine, and I do have a Next Fashion chain on the bag. This chain is about 18 inches long, and Next Fashion has generously sponsored this video. I'm going to be showing some Next Fashion chains throughout the video. Now, this particular one has a little bit bigger clasp on it. So the chain itself, I believe, is around 18 inches, but it hangs much lower because of the clasps. I think it's quite lovely on this bag. The Yugi's Closet tag is not. The Mazarine bag by Louis Vuitton is very similar to the Sienna, and this is in the PM size. The Sienna bag was in canvas, and around the same time, the Mazarine bag came out in empreinte. And there are some beautiful colors available, but much to my dismay, this one has an issue too. It is just almost perfect, but the issue is sort of a deal breaker for me, and I'll get into that in just a minute. Let's talk about the one that I got from eBay. It was described to me as being in pristine condition, and I even asked for photographs and was sent a bunch of pictures. And then when I opened the bag in my car, I discovered lots of damages. Like, for example, there was a spot on the zipper tape. There was what looked like nail polish or something on the leather up towards the top, like right around here. The parts of the bag around this pleat especially, it was like the top coat on the leather was separating, and so in between each of these little pebbles, you could see white. And then there was also corner wear on that bag. It was small, but the bag was described as being in pristine condition, and that wasn't pristine if the color was missing on the corners. And that whitewash kind of effect of whatever delaminating or separating of the top coat was going on, it was on the front and also on the back. Now, if you're interested in this bag, I'm going to show you some size comparisons to others that I have in my collection and kind of explain why I thought I would really like it. And I do like it, but I don't think I'm going to go for another one, and we'll get into that right now. When I opened this, I immediately noticed that the glazing around here, like particularly right where the junction, that it is kind of mottled. It's like it got hot and somebody with rings had their rings up against it like they were hand carrying it, and the rings left impressions and fingerprints too, not from the rings, but from a finger in this glazing. Now, it is not sticky at all right now, but on front leather bags from Louis Vuitton around the 2015 time period, the Artsy, the Speedy 25s, the Pochette Matisse bags, a lot of them had issues with sticky glazing. And because this has done this, I thought I'm going to ask Louis Vuitton how much it would be to go ahead and change out the glazing. I got a quote back within a day. I went through their Louis Vuitton app on my phone, submitted photos of the bag, and asked how much to redo the glazing on the handles. And they aren't willing to redo the glazing. They want to replace the handles. And honestly, I don't want to replace the handles. The reason being is because I'm afraid that the red won't be exactly the same. It'll be a different cow. It'll be a different dye lot. So that's one reason. And the other reason is that $390 to replace both of the handles is a lot of money. I got this bag for $1,077 after tax. I think it retailed for over $2,600 when it was available. That's a steal. Even with the $390, it's still a good deal. But the deal breaker for me is that there was ever an issue to begin with. I don't believe that the woman or man who had this bag before me ever used the strap. And since there was an issue with this glazing, I think there's a very good chance there will be an issue with this glazing as well that hasn't showed itself yet. My imagination is telling me that she or he took this bag out for a spin, the glazing got sticky and a little messed up, and they put it away and never used it again and never used the strap. And so I guess my concern is that the strap will do the same thing and ruin my clothes or ruin another bag or somehow end up ruining something inside because I don't realize that it's messed up. So I'm going to send this bag back, and that's too bad because it is a beautiful bag. The inside is in a cotton type material with a large pocket. A lot of times these large pockets kind of get in the way. Zumani was going to generously send me an insert for the sienna, and I think that it probably would have fit this perfectly because they look identical in terms of the pleat and all that. This one, though, has kind of a cool closure on the top. It has a double zipper that ends in the middle, and so when it's zipped up, those two little pulls, they just fall beautifully. And then the center part's magnetic. I thought that would be an amazing feature to have because then you could leave the bag open and the magnet would keep it closed. But I will tell you, if you put just a little bit in here, then the magnet doesn't want to stay closed anymore. Like if you fill it over about this level, and that is certainly, or that was certainly my intent with this beauty, was to fill it up more. It is wide enough though that I can fit probably 3 Diet Dr. Peppers in there in the 20-ounce bottles and still fit my stuff on top because it's a nice wide flat base with feet. Now I use my Marc Jacobs, the tote bag, in red all the time, and I do have a 14-inch chain charm from Next Fashion on this bag, and I do have a discount code with Next Fashion. It is MLC20 for 20% off. I love these chain charms. Paul and I kind of picked them out and designed them together. And we actually are planning some new ones that are going to be all gold or all silver instead of being two-toned. Initially, I really wanted everything to be two-toned. And now we're going to kind of expand the idea into doing all silver pieces or all gold pieces because I like that look a lot too. And I think that a double gold chain charm would look really good on the Mazarine bag. You can see here that the Marc Jacobs bag is a little bit brighter red, but not by a whole lot. This would work perfectly for my boys' games or for KU or the Kansas City Chiefs. It's just something that I would worry about with that glazing getting sticky, and I don't want to ruin my other stuff because of this bag. I do want to show you some quick size comparisons because the Mazarine PM, I think it's like 12 inches across at the top. It's not quite as wide at the bottom, but here it is in relation to the V-Tote BB, it is much, much bigger. Not all that much deeper, but it is definitely wider. Now the V-Tote BB, I have another Next Fashion charm on there. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it is about a 7-inch charm, and then the clips add extra, and it is a beautiful combination of the candy box chain in gold and silver. Next, I'd like to compare it just in visual size to my Odeon tote, and this is, I think, in the PM size. This chain is the 11-inch option, and it is a combination, I think, of the Rolo chain. It may be the dancing Rolo. I get confused sometimes, but gold and silver once more. And I've attached it to the luggage tag kind of for a different look. You can do this look with all kinds of bags, and I think it looks pretty cool. I do prefer hooking it to the D-rings on the sides, but since I put the longer chain on this bag, I don't have it to put on the Odeon tote. If you look at the Odeon tote, it is definitely not quite as big, but the bases are very, very similar. And I think the Odeon tote would actually hold more when it's closed than this one would. At least this one's not going to fully close in the center if you fill it up, because it does get so narrow, and the Odeon tote does not get near as narrow as fast. Now, I talked about getting this bag on eBay and having issues with it. It was kind of a crazy story because immediately when I saw the issues, I reached out to the lady and sent her pictures, and she immediately threatened to sue me and accused me of swapping out her bag for a fake. With eBay, you really don't have to worry about that happening as a seller, because eBay Authentication, now one caveat to that is you do have to send it through eBay Authentication if you're a seller, and that is an extra charge. And this seller chose to do that. So the bag that I had bought from her that's like this went through them. They looked at it, they took pictures of it, and then they sent it to me. And if it's a pre-loved bag, they don't necessarily catch condition discrepancies. If the item is listed as new and it's not new, then they will contact you and say, do you still want the bag? We found these issues. But if the item's pre-loved, they don't necessarily catch condition issues. And in this case, they didn't. And so what happened was I sent her those photos and said, this doesn't match what you told me. And after threatening to sue me if I sent her back a fake bag or a different, more worn bag, I replied to her, listen, it's only been a couple hours since I got this. I took the pictures in my car. You can see more things outside in natural light than you can see when you take photographs inside. And so perhaps that is why my photos look different than yours. But nevertheless, you don't need to worry, because eBay Authentication will make sure the bag that I return to you is the same bag. And I have not worn it because it's only been a couple hours, and I sent it back the same day. Once eBay Authentication received the bag, they checked it out and immediately refunded me, and I never heard from that lady again. I did leave her a negative review because she did threaten me, and I thought that was highly inappropriate. Her reviews were golden. They were just amazing. Everybody loved her. So I was shocked that she acted that way. I went back and checked later that day to see if my review was online, and it wasn't. So I don't know if eBay reviews negative comments or negative reviews before they post them. I need to go check and see if it's there out of curiosity, but I just haven't done it yet because honestly, I don't care enough to spend the time trying to figure that out. On to another bag. We have the Palace BB, and this chain is, again, I think it's around 18 inches from the bottom of the clip to the bottom of the clip. And so you can see it hangs lower because the Palace BB is not as wide from side to side. The Palace BB does get narrower quickly, like the Mazarine, but it starts out with a narrower base, so it really holds nowhere near what this bag could hold. Another similar style I have is the Trianon PM, and this particular chain is the longest length of the chain charms that Next Fashion and I collaborated on. So I believe it's around 16 inches from the base of the clip to the base of the clip. And you'll see it's a combination of the candy box chain and I believe the dancing Rolo chain in the silver and the gold. And it is quite beautiful on this particular bag. The Trianon PM is bigger than the Vito and the Pallas BB in terms of capacity, but it is not as big as the Mazarine. The Mazarine's bigger than all these bags, but it doesn't feel huge to me at all. I just am not willing to try again on this bag after finding like delaminating issues is what I would call it, where the top coat was separating on one of the pre-loved bags that I received and then having glazing issues on this one. Now looking around me, I think I have actually made it to the end of those quick comparisons that I was doing. And so I'd like to remind you once again to check out Next Fashion and the different chains. If you want a single chain, you can do that, and charms that he has available. He has like 3 or 4 different lengths on each of the charms. And the best way to measure to see if your bag would work with his chain charms is to measure with a soft tape or to put another chain, like a long chain, up against your bag and drape it, and then measure that to see how long you need for your particular bag. Because how the D-rings fall and the width of the bag really play a big role into how the chain drops. Needed to get this video out pretty quickly because Yugi's Closet, they no longer have 30-day returns. They have changed their returns down to 15 days, just like Fashion File, and it's 15 days from the date that they shipped the bag. And they shipped this on January 31st, so I have until this coming Friday to send this back. There is a fee now to send bags back to Yugi's, but I do not have to pay that fee on this one because this bag was described as in like new condition, which I would agree with, except for the glazing on the handles, which is kind of a big deal in my opinion, as it could affect the functionality of the bag in just a couple of months when it gets hotter. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @ then myluxurycloset529. You can also email me at myluxurycloset529@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.